Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian, welcoming you back to Victoria 3 as the Japanese shogunate. In our previous episode, we began the game. We've done a little bit of research. We have not yet abolished serfdom, although that would be really popular. Oh no, that's what they like already. But we have made a few important changes. The most significant law that we've passed is... Actually, we haven't passed any laws, have we? Oh, no, we did. We went to agrarianism, which was a big deal. That should make us a lot more productive. So, what are we going to do in this episode? Well, we kind of have an issue. We're either having to constantly cycle up or cycle down in construction in order to be able to keep production going, or we just need to start scaling back on construction entirely. And unfortunately, I think that's what we have to do. And I really don't want to do it. And this is why. We have 4 million radicals already. And we already have turmoil in one of our states. That's not great. So we're going to have to make some very, very important choices here in the very near future. I need to fix tax cap too. That's probably the most important thing to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the advice of a... Oh, this hurts. But yeah, we're gonna downsize these buildings here. I'm going to cut each of these down to 2. And this should drastically reduce our construction expenses if I do restart construction. I'm still going to go ahead and unpause and let us pay down some of this debt, at least a little bit more of it, before I start that up again. But I think that'll help us. It's also going to make people pretty grumpy, but hopefully not by too much. We are losing loyalists. Why? Because people are still real poor. So already I'm noticing that our economy has spiked a bit, but I'm not quite sure why. Ooh, a diplomatic play, our first one. We could get involved in this, but to be honest with you, I don't really care. So I'm just going to declare neutrality. It's just not worth messing with. Who did Siak has gone with Spain. That's unfortunate. But that's alright. We'll survive. Probably. If we can pay down for the rest of 1848, I think I'll try starting up construction again. Oh, interesting. Great Britain wants to be pals. Okay, that is massive news. We didn't have a great likelihood of making that work. That is so good. Now I can actually start trading with people. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start working toward getting rid of serfdom. This is going to make the shogunate pretty unhappy, so there's a certain level... That's going to radicalize the shogunate. I need to reduce their power first. Because the local police force is making the shogunate more powerful. This is still going to annoy them, but it won't annoy them by as much. Let's do it. If we bring the intelligentsia and the samurai into the government, that should help. Wow, really? That instantly tanks my government's legitimacy. Oh, the problem is the shogunate. Yeah, they're not going to want to leave. But they're too powerful, and they're unhappy with me. I'm going to kick the Buddhist monks to the curb because the samurai are a lot more interested in making this happen. So we're going to work on that. Alright, now we can start trading. So it's going to be really important that we start importing things and exporting things in order to be a lot more efficient. So we're going to go over, take a look at our market screen, and we're going to see what the most expensive stuff we have. We are desperately in need of small arms. So I'm going to click on Trade Lens, we're going to import trade routes, and we're going to pick small arms. And so the first thing that we can see here is that the British will give us 45 small arms. It'll make us more profitable because it'll drop the cost of small arms significantly. But it'll cost 108 convoys. I think we have to do it. Once it gets leveled up. Are there other goods that are really expensive? Artillery is 2... I thought I saw that paper was expensive. It is expensive. I bet we can probably import some paper. Ooh. Importing paper would only be done at a loss. So that means we probably just need to make more paper. So that should hopefully fix the input goods shortage. I also need to appoint a general to look after our army. Or promote generals we've already got. That would also work. You are with the shogunate, as are you. Let's recruit a general. You're both cautious pillagers. You're good at mountain combat, and you're a bandit? Let's go for bandit. And then I'm going to go ahead and promote him already so that he can control the entire force. There we go. If I unpause, let's see how bad the construction budget looks if I start actually making shit again. Okay. So I need to figure out what good is the most expensive and bring down that price. Wood. So let's import some wood and import some fabric. Bali, hook me up, yo. And fabric. Ching. All done. Now we should see this level out a bit as we bring in these goods and make construction cheaper. Maybe? Maybe not. I also need a railway in Hokkaido, which is kind of gross, but we'll figure that out. What am I still hemorrhaging small arms? I am. I just need the guns, so I will import from unproductive routes if that's what it takes to get me where I need to be. Okay, notice that prices just changed. Oh boy, the Japanese are now obsessed with sugar. Which means they're all going to really want a lot of it, and so if I can make sugar, I'm going to want that. So notice the price of small arms has collapsed. This is very good for us. Because we don't make our own guns yet. We will eventually, but not yet. We really need to get these set up, though. These are going to be literally money in the bank for us. Because if we can improve our tax cap, we'll be rocking it. Pretty hardcore. We're going to cancel some of the social mobility stuff so that I have positive bureaucracy. So I'm going to move from Hokkaido to Tohoku, and Chugoku. There you go. So we're actually making money now, believe it or not. We're actually making money even though we're building. That's the power of trade, my friends. That is the big power of trade. Alright. Is there anything I want to start building for ourselves? I think we really just need to focus all of our energy on tax cap. Because each one that gets finished is going to make us more money. Because we're going to bring in more money in taxes. Eventually we're going to want a better tax law. I'm willing to deal with that in the future. Actually, you know what would really help us out? If I had an arms industry, or if I had paper. This is telling me it's unproductive, which means basically I'm not actually making a profit off of it anymore. I don't care, though. I need the guns, so we're going to keep doing that until I can start building my own. Do you already have a small arms factory queued up? Or is it all government admin all day? It's all government admin all day. Oh, God. 2,000 weeks. Yikes. I could shift to iron frame buildings. That I'd use up less wood and fabric. It would use up more tools, but I wouldn't have enough iron. Alright. Let's plan to do that then. Let's bump up a couple of iron mines to the top. And then as those finish up, we'll see how much of an impact it would have if we switch to iron frame buildings. A lot of people are happy with me right now, which is lovely. The money is ticking up, my friends. We are actually making money here. Can we grow our own sugar, I wonder? If we go to production focus and agriculture, we cannot. That's eventually going to bite us in the butt. But for right now, I don't care. I just want to start making enough money that we can start growing our economy and becoming more powerful. Clippers are becoming a problem. We're making... The price of clippers is creeping up there. And I just dropped again. Interesting. There's a revolution in the Dutch East Indies. What do these folks want? They want a junta. So basically fighting for independence is essentially what we're talking about here. I'm not going to get involved for a very, very important reason. I want to show you a very important number. I have no navy. I literally cannot leave Japan right now. So until that changes, I'm not going to worry about it. Also, do not automatically pin those fellows here. Okay, there was a debate, an enhancement, or the success is increased. Lovely. So I want to build 2 iron mines and see if this is going to be enough to help us switch to iron frame buildings. Would it still cause an input goods shortage if we switched now? Very much so. I could just start importing iron. Potentially. So let me get a source of iron first, and then we'll try making a switch. Okay, nobody wants to give me iron. That's fine, I can make my own, but that is going to cause some problems here. Okay. Oh, didn't I literally just build all my iron mines in Hokkaido. I did not. But we are going to want to expand the port here. So we can actually tap into this market. Let's do it. I'm going to click on this, and we're going to bump up that port to the top of the list. Plus, ports also make convoys, and if we're going to want to do even more trading, then that's going to be important. Get it? Important? You loved it. Don't pretend you didn't. Alright. We're making a lot of money now, which is very good news, obviously. And this is all because we're building government administrations, which means we're finally getting rid of our tax cap issues. The price of iron is going up a bit. We need to address paper, though. And artillery. You know what? I don't really want to push this that hard. Oh, that's actually already making money. That's making a stupid amount of money. Where are my small arms factories here? Yeah, let's go ahead and kick you both up, even in front of the ports, because if I can make my own guns, not only will my army be better, but I'll have less to worry about here. Why is the shipyard suffering? You don't have enough money, which, because you're not profitable enough, obviously. It's the price of clippers. The price of clippers is way too low, and I'm not actually using them right now. So we're going to go ahead and do an export route and see who might want some fine Japanese clippers. Ka-ching, and that's it. That should help, though, because if we watch now, the price of clippers will go up at the next month rollover, and that should help us make some more money. But yeah, if we can fix the small arms industry a little bit, then we can start focusing on other more interesting things. I also really want to colonize Hokkaido, so once we finish dedicated police force, I'll probably try to get colonialism going. But this is virtually a devout scandal. A secret affair? The scandal. So I can torch his popularity, which will make less people want to be part of the Buddhist monks. Or I can not care about it. The monks will be useful later, so I'm going to pretend it's not a thing. And we'll see if that makes a difference here. Notice, by the way, the price of clippers has gone up, as predicted. Friends, I will be back momentarily. I am back, my friends, and we shall resume play. This unlocks some laws, which are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind public schools, but that's going to be a challenge to pass. The Buddhist monks are a little bit too powerful. Okay. And let's go back here. I'm gonna make a quick change and put that one up at the top just because it's almost done. And that way we can get our gun production running and fix a couple of issues there. Lan Fong wants to be pals with me. That's okay. I like having friends. Okay. So migration is happening. This isn't a terrible tech to have unlocked, but the more using conscripts, the more they can die. And if they die, then they're not earning you money in your factories. And we have a dedicated police force, which is excellent news. Now let's work on colonialism. We'll start with colonial resettlement. The monks are going to get pretty unhappy about it, and it'll also piss off the peasants. So maybe now is not the time. The shogunate is really powerful still. As much as I want to get rid of serfdom, and believe me, I do, I think there's probably better choices to be had here. Yeah, this makes the shogunate even more powerful. I can't resist annoying them. But we're gonna go to a professional army. I think that's the right call for our next law to pass. Anything we can do to undermine the shogunate, who's gonna basically act as a brake on most of our plans, is gonna be a good thing. If we can manage it. Is there anything else we want to do right now? Arms industries are getting built. Okay, so this lets us upgrade our government administration. We're already struggling for paper, though. I probably want to expand our paper mill before I do anything with that particular ability here. Okay, go to pig iron tools. That'd get us more tools, and it would bring up the price of iron, but I'm not making enough iron to really make that profitable yet. How bad would paper mills become? Oh, I don't have sulfur. I could get sulfur. And then I can make more paper with the same number of factories. That seems really good, actually. Go ahead and construct. And we'll start working on that as a way to improve our paper production. But I want to get this arms industry and these ports done first, and then we can go from there. What do I want to start researching next? I'm not making steel yet. I don't think we're ready for that. So I'm willing to let that ride for a little bit. Any good society tax? Pharmaceuticals would help us get here, which will let us build colonies in places that have malaria. But minting is a really powerful, and also reduces our loan interest rate. We're going to go for that. What was I going to do? I want to build sulfur mines. We're working on that. The shogunate is very annoyed with me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Clippers are going up. Hardwood is coming down in price. That's good news. Okay, hardwood is spiking again. This probably means I need to convert another of our logging camps to doing hardwood. Go ahead and make us some hardwood to drop that price a bit more. I don't think I mentioned this. If you see the bronze coins, that means it's cheap. Silver means it's a bit more expensive. Gold means it's quite expensive. Can I change? Or will this cause an instant import shortage? It will cause an instant input shortage. And iron. The iron mines are not making that much money, weirdly. Oh, because I don't have anything to do with my iron yet. Interesting. I need to make the iron mines profitable. So I need something that will actually use iron. Let's go to slaughterhouses. This will increase the price of tools. And then let's go ahead and convert tooling workshops to pig iron tools. This should bring up the price of iron because I'm actually using it, and it'll also make that more profitable. So now the price of iron just shot up a little bit, which is what we want. We want our iron mines to make a profit so they can hire more workers. Alright. Good. The ports are being worked on. And I'm going to disrupt shit again. I'm going to kick up these two iron mines to the top. Because once I get enough raw iron being produced, then I can switch to iron frame buildings, and that'll help us build a lot faster. Clippers are going up. I probably need a shipyard at some point. Yeah, I need convoys. Ports will help with that. So I'm making so many small arms now that the Chinese are actually importing them from me. Let's stop trading in these. And let's see how that changes things for us. Yeah, Hokkaido's and hasn't having some issues. That's fine. Can we get a trade agreement with China? No, but I can. Why can't I improve relations with them? Oh, because they're actually already pretty good. I see. Oh, their infamy is through the roof. What the hell have you been doing? Oh, we have a civil war. So that's fun. You know, I probably should be declaring an interest there. I probably need to know what's going on in China. Let's go for Manchuria. There we go. So yeah, I could intervene in this civil war. I have no way to get troops there. So I will not be getting involved. I can now make steel more efficiently, which would be amazing if I had a reason to do it. Alright, we're making a fair bit of money. Yeah, small arms are a lot cheaper for us now, so that's excellent news. Did the iron mines get built? I think they did. Alright, we're gonna see how bad this goes. It still said there'd be an input shortage. Like, how much freaking iron do you think we need? We need 300 iron. Like, how crazy is the demand for iron in our community? I need dramatically more iron production if we're ever going to switch to iron frame buildings. Yeah, I'm going to kick all the iron mines up. Because if we're not making enough iron to switch, then I have to build more construction sectors. We saw how that could work before. Let's try to get iron really strong. Alright, professional army is slowly improving. Remember, this is all about undercutting the shogunate to the extent that we possibly can. Oh. I don't care. Any price I need to concern myself with? Some minor price changes for the most part, though. We just need to get people working and drag down the price of wood to the point where we can drag down the price of iron to the point where we can switch to iron frame buildings and start making more money that way by building faster. We're also slowly paying down our debt, which is obviously excellent. Oh, interesting. So, this is a time to talk about something called obligations. Obligations are a way to give you an immediate boost to a particular proposal, but it means that the other country, in this case Korea, or Joseon, could drag us into something that maybe we don't want to do necessarily. I think this is worth it, though. This will give us a friend, if we need one, and if someone decides to attack us. We're making quite a bit of money now. Because I'm going to want a lot of iron anyway. Because the one thing we definitely need to do is eventually start making steel. Until we start making steel, we can't truly industrialize. So that's an important goal for us to have here. Okay, fabric is crashing in price. Things are looking fairly good. The shogunate is grumpy with me because that's just how they are. Okay. So, if we agree, the samurai will be grumpy with me. If I disagree, then it'll make it harder. I don't mind the samurai being a little bit grumpy with me, if it helps us get this all passed faster. I need to start bringing down the shogunate's clout quickly. As quickly as humanly possible. Because then if I piss off the shogunate, it won't matter as much. Because I'm sure they're going to hate me. Any important alerts here? I need to fix paper. Wait, why did this go inactive? Is there a fucking revolution? No, the Brits just randomly decided they didn't want to trade with me anymore. I see how it is. This is what I was afraid of. It makes perfect sense. So let's increase the size of our port here. I keep forgetting if you press Alt when you add buildings, it puts it at the top of the queue. I just never remember that. Because we can't really make railroads until we make steel. Okay, iron is really cheap now. Is it a cheap enough yet? Or are we still going to see a drastic crash? It's going to be less money, but it's now more effective. Let's do it. Let's convert to iron frame buildings. The economy didn't crash at all. It actually got better because now the price of iron is higher. That was shockingly painless. Also, investment pool. Very, very important. This is something your pops pay into and will defray some of the cost of your construction goods. We're going to burn through this fairly quickly, but it should hopefully be worth it in the long run. We are going to want even more iron, and maybe import some iron too. But the ports will help us more right now, because getting the ports done will make us much more effective. Yeah, let's get the ports done, and then we'll make even more iron. Okay. Sulu wants to enter into a trade agreement. I have no problem with that. But I don't really trade with them either, so I don't know. But sure. We got central banking. Notice how we made a whole lot more money. It's because both interest went down and minting went up. Why can't I work on railways yet? Oh, I don't have the atmospheric engine. Does this use coal? It does use coal to make more... Oh, no, it uses tools to make more stuff, and then coal. Oh, let's go ahead and do this. This is just a good tech to have in our back pocket. We're going to eventually need to start mining coal for that to be beneficial, though, and I am concerned about our ability to do that. Can we mine coal? I need Hokkaido under our full control as soon as possible. Because if I get screwed out of these coal mines, we're going to be in big trouble. Just the biggest of trouble. Nice. So the Shogun has forgiven us for pissing them off. That won't last forever, though. Eventually they're going to start hating me again. That's just what they do. Whoa. Mexico is the protectorate of France? That's very interesting. Also, Texas still hasn't been absorbed yet, either way. That's pretty bonkers. What is going on in the world? Peru, Bolivia almost always forms, and every game I've ever played it has. Argentina, Brazil. There's still the Hudson Bay County Company. They're not officially Canada yet. They haven't unified yet. Not too much in the way of colonizing, except for Portugal. We still have all the other companies. Cool. Guys, can we please get colonialism, like, in 5 minutes? The industrialists are grumpy. So interesting. I can pull people out of the industrialists into the intelligentsia. But I don't want to weaken the industrialists. We're going to lose it anyway. No, we're going to do it this way. I really want the industrialists to become a more powerful group because they're going to be an important driver in the future. I don't have any rivals yet. I don't really need any, though. I've got loads and loads of... Oh! Guys, we've never actually done anything with our police force yet. Let's go ahead and enact the level 3 institution. This is going to basically help us reduce our radical problem. They're a bit too radical, if you catch my drift. We think we could probably export fabric, grain, and tea at this point. Let's sell some tea. Let's do it, Ching. Have some amazing Japanese tea. That'll make us some nice cash. Okay, can now unlock reinforced wooden ships for shipyards. What do those actually require? Because we are a bit short on clippers, and eventually we're going to need to build a navy. So making more efficient shipyards will only help. Oh, they need engines. We are nowhere near building engines. I didn't even unlock the motor industry yet. So yes, we need steel for that. And we're also don't even have coal yet. So we are a long ways away from making fancier ships. Very far away from that. The price of iron is still coming down. It's just taking a long time. Let's start working on coal. We need to get coal into our economy, so we're gonna do, I'm gonna hold Alt this time. And once I get coal mines up and running, then we're gonna start a steel mill. And that's gonna start transforming our economy again. It will start siphoning away iron from construction. What am I doing? Oh, my prestige is too low. I know, I need a navy. This is not lost on me, game. Once I get my coal mines up and running, then we'll talk about a navy, okay? Iron is expensive again. Are you literally joking with me? I cannot make enough iron. It is literally impossible. Wait a minute. Does Kanto have no more peasants? That surely... No, they've got loads of peasants. But they don't have a university yet. Go ahead and prioritize the university, and then let's add another 5 levels of iron mines. I'm going to kick these up to the top. And then the university at the very top. Let's start exporting coal just so that they can make money while I wait for an actual purpose for coal. Oh, really? Nobody wants it? Okay. What do patent stills use? I literally don't have a food industry yet. That's a problem that we're going to need to fix. What can I use right now that would let us start using some of our coal to keep that price going? I don't have lead. I could get lead, but I don't have it yet. I don't have any steel, so I can't do that. That would crash the economy, but it would help us make more money. But that's one way to get a whole bunch of coal injected into our economy. Go ahead and start on a steel mill too. Okay, so we've now undercut our... That makes a samurai stronger, which is not amazing, but I can live with that. Give me my... Oh, wow. Everybody hates it. That would basically take us into Civil War territory. I still can't do it. Damn it. You know what? I almost have to do this. If I don't, we're going to lose Hokkaido to somebody. Unless I can abolish serfdom first. Actually, let's do that. Oh, thank you, Ching. You are amazing sausages. Okay, my economy is all of a sudden tanked a little bit. What price has changed? Interesting. Oh, you know what it could be? We'll just kind of let things rebalance themselves for now. I don't mind running in a slight deficit until I can figure out what's causing our economies to just kind of die a little bit. And we really need to go back to working in the government administrations too. I'm going to go ahead and kick the coal mines down to the bottom. There you go. But I do want to keep the price of iron nice and cheap so that eventually I can start using iron and stuff without having to worry about issues with that. Also, part of the problem is the Shogunate now hates me again. Oh wait, who would love this and is not currently in the government? Can I get the peasants or the intelligentsia in the government now? Okay, kicking the samurai out helps increase our legitimacy. No, that tanks it if I do that. But I really want the peasants involved. As long as they're in opposition, they won't help. Yeah, I'll bring in the peasants too. I will use them to end serfdom, and they'll be happy about it. Okay, the Shogunate is growing to hate me less, which is very good. And notice automatically that... Oh, really, game? That would tank my economy, so I'm sorry if it causes a famine in Ryukyu. I can't do anything about it right now. Our economy is strong enough. We're still way too beholden to the Shogunate. Way too beholden. I'm noticing our bureaucracy tanking. I'm gonna kick 3 of these up to the top. I basically need... Oh, so there's a political movement forming. Backed by the samurai. I'm sure the shogunate will join at any moment now. But yeah, basically I need to bring the shogunate's clout down to the point where I can start excluding them from the government. And that'll really be when we can start truly liberalizing and unlocking the full potential of Japan's economy. Small arms are a problem again. This is because of the samurai. The samurai are driving up the costs of small arms, which means I basically can't support it on what I've got now. Really? I am annoyed right now, but I'll get over it real fast here. I've got to get steel working. Steel is the next plateau we need to climb onto. Not just because of steel frame buildings. Okay, now we can do motor industries. That's excellent. Let's unlock railways. Because I'm eventually going to need those. But I did that for a very specific reason. This is how we kick our iron production to the next level. Iron is way too cheap. I will fix that shortly. That would cripple us because we don't have enough coal. This will actually help though. We'll make more coal and it'll just take tools, and we've got a pretty robust tool industry. So let's switch to that. And we should notice it become a whole lot more productive in the very near future here. Sure. Oh, you're still losing money. Oh, the price of coal is like infinitesimal. I need something that uses coal, and I need it fast. Are there mines other than iron mines? Yes, the sulfur mines. Here we go. Oh, they literally don't exist yet. Cool. What can I use to get coal slowly used in our economy? Like, if I start using it gas lighting, it's going to cripple us. There's really no debating that. I don't have any steel. This don't matter because I'm actually not using steel. Oh, but I can make steel using only iron. Oh no, it just uses coal then. Okay. You know what? I want the government administration though. But we might bump the steel mill up once some ports are done. A bureaucratic imbroglio. Really, game? I've got to cut through some of the red tape. It's gonna weaken us in so many ways, but I can't not do it, or I basically lose the law. And then the shogunate gets angry again, and they're gonna kill the economy. Possibly. Maybe not. Alright, once a couple of ports get done, I'm going to bump the steel mill up so we can start using our coal so people will actually work there. That's our big problem. We have a coal mine that makes no money because nobody wants coal. I can't even export coal right now. That's how few people actually want it. I also don't have enough convoys, so we definitely need to get these ports going too. A donation of knowledge. A free university and making the industrialists more powerful? Yes, please. Oh, what's this about? Oh, Sulu is having themselves... Oh, I'm forced to join because it's, yeah. I literally can't get anybody there, though. Sorry, guys. I'll help out if I can, I guess. Golden Hokkaido, you say? Is it in the part of Hokkaido that I have? Or is it the other part of Hokkaido? Or is more the gold fields? Yeah, we're basically split evenly. That's pretty strong, though, if we can get that to work. I need the Samurai and Shogunate to stop hating us, but that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Oh, Revolutionary Sulu just backed down. So it never ended up going to war, which is good. Which is very, very good. What is costing so much? Yeah, we're spending a lot of money on small arms. Let's expand it. Try to bring down the price. I'm also going to try importing some small arms in the short term here. Maybe someone will sell it to me. Hi, Dutch. Hi, French. Give me some guns. It is also not lost to me, by the way. I don't actually have enough convoys to support either of those. Why do I have... Oh, I must have lost a general. Oh no, Russia, please. Please don't. I want you. And I want him so badly, I'm going to promote him right now. Because he's from the intelligentsia, which means he is going to be our ally as we reform. So I want him to be a little bit more powerful. Psychiatry is nice. Interesting. Tools are starting to increase quite a bit. I need to fix that. So I'm going to come over here to tooling workshops. I wish I had steel, but I don't yet. I've been running these on very few. Give me one more tooling workshop in each place. And let me go ahead and bump up what I was working on, the arms industries. So that'll stay at the top, but then we'll work on tooling. And that should help make us some more cash. You know what? I don't want Russia to start shit with me. I'm gonna give Qing an obligation to get a defensive pact. Boom! See you later, jerks. That's very good news. Serfdom is dead. If I ever truly want to kill the shogunate, we need to start voting. It's going to make the samurai even angrier with us, but they already hate me. I'm hemorrhaging money right now. Okay. Oh, the Shogunate's not gonna like me for this? But the thing is, I can't do it. If I do, it will be even more expensive. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to make the Shogunate more angry. Oh, radicals have dropped significantly thanks to getting rid of serfdom. So that's wonderful. Oh, who else wants landed voting, and can I get them involved in the government? Can I kick the Shogunate out yet? If I bring in other groups? No, I have to keep the Shogunate in. Unless... Okay, what is the issue with the legitimacy here? Ah. So I have to use the Shogunate. I don't have a choice about that. I definitely want the intelligentsia if I can get them, and the industrialists. No, the industrialists aren't going to go with that. Which groups really like this? The intelligentsia, the industrialists, and the trade unions. So if I can get the intelligentsia in, that'll be enough for now. Breech loading artillery sounds interesting. Let's see if we can be more effective. That's under development. We already have an issue with artillery, so making better artillery won't exactly solve our problems. And I don't have any steel, so I can't switch to smoothbores yet. That's fine, though. Excellent. The government has accepted the fact that serfdom is a thing and that it is gone. And with that, I think we're going to end today's episode. We've accomplished a lot in this episode. I know territorially we're not any stronger than we were, but we have a much more robust economy, and we're eroding the power of the shogunate. Once we can cripple the shogunate permanently, then we'll be able to start making the kinds of moves to make our people's lives better, but also change to an even more productive taxation system. That's kind of our medium-term goal. If we can make that happen, that would be lovely. Because I know we're only taxing based on land. I want to get into per capita taxation. But in order for that to happen, the shogunate needs to basically be out of power. Now, landed voting will make it easy for the shogunate to still have a voice in the government. I'm trying to erode their support, not completely cripple it. We've also built a much more functional economy. If it's struggling a bit right now, it's because the shogunate hates us. So we're still very agrarian. We still have an awful lot of peasants, too. We need to get people out of subsistence farming and into and into like proper high profit industries. We are working on tooling workshops. We're going to start addressing the tax cap issue again. That'll help us make more money. What can we do? Steel frame buildings. We need what tech for that? Steel frame buildings. That's actually the tech, okay. We need steel, though. Steel is, I think, our next big frontier. If we can start making steel, then that'll both keep up the price of coal, which right now, I have nobody working in the coal mines because they don't make any money. Which is a problem. It is definitely a problem. We're going to need to find a way to start. The steel mill needs to start. Once a steel mill is up and running, that'll start making us more money. Or is the steel mill still at the bottom? It is. Let's kick the steel mill to the top, but then kick a few specific things ahead of it as kind of our last move. I definitely want the tooling workshops up there. And I want a couple of government administrations. But then we'll do the steel mill. That'll make the coal mines productive, and that'll start giving us a new way to improve our nation and make it even more powerful. But we need to break out of this antiquated tax law. That is probably my next big goal, once we can get voting installed and start weakening the shogunate. But we need to industrialize, quite frankly. The shogunate has way too much power in that as long as they're grumpy with us, and they'll always be grumpy, we lose 20% of our tax income. Which is not ideal. And it's not really an easy way I can butter them up, either. Oh, the leader's a pacifist. That's why they won't let us do colonization. We just need to make sure he dies then. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, this has been AppGuardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.